Hey everyone, hey, thanks for hopping on this Thursday. Today I want to talk to you about the broken window theory. Now, I'm going to explain what the broken window theory is, but I want to tell you right now how I'm going to lead it into some of my favorite topics, and that is confidence, worthiness, self-esteem, purpose, things like that. So just know that I'm going to bring the conversation right back to those topics, but I want to give you some backstory on what the broken window theory is and why I'm even talking about it. So yesterday I was listening to the radio and the host mentioned the broken window theory. Well, I don't know, maybe I'm just a nerd, but I love to learn. I'm constantly looking things up and hearing things and saying, you know what, I want to find out more. So what I said to myself is I'm going to go home and Google that later because I need to know what's this broken window theory. Now, what the radio host was talking about in St. Louis is there's some minimal crime. I don't know if there's any crime that's minimal, but there's little things happening in St. Louis that are being overlooked by the police. Little things, parking tickets, outdated license plates, and so on. And he was just mentioning that it's the broken window theory. The police are focusing on the great big crime, which is a good thing, and they're overlooking the little crime. So here is what I want to talk about. So I Googled the broken window theory, and this is what I found out. So in the 80s, I think it was. Now listen, I might butcher this story, but hang with me. This is the Cliff Notes. So, and I have to tell you too that this theory, it's not right, or it's not wrong. It is a theory. So in the 80s, two gentlemen by the name of Mr. Wilson and Mr. Keller, New York City, they came up with a theory because the crime in New York City was going crazy, was just higher than ever before. And what they came up with is they recognized that communities in New York City, little crime, I hate saying that because crime is crime, but little crime, not the big stuff like rape, murder, robbery, little stuff like broken windows, littering, loitering. Those little crimes were being overlooked and they were focusing on the big crime. So therefore, people in the communities were looking at these little things, broken windows, and not taking pride in their community and realizing that the little things were being overlooked. So who cares? And what they came up with is they said that it's a chain reaction of small events that lead up to these big crime events. So let me take it back now to my favorite topic, and that is us. Introspection, being a student of yourself. So I'm reading about the broken window theory, and I'm thinking, how do I apply that? How do I apply that to my life? Because please know, when I hop on here live, I am not coming from a soapbox attitude, like I've got it all together. I'm coming at you just being so true and real and saying, you know what? I'm messed up too, and I always need to grow. So I'm reading about the broken window theory and thinking, Lynn, how can you apply this to your life? How can you look at the little things that are going on, the broken windows in your life that you just assume have always been there? They're just little, but they really, when they're left unattended, they get out of control. So here are some things that I've come up with, and some they're me completely. And other things, they've been me in the past. And I want to run them by you to see if any of them might be similar to who you are and what you do. So, are you a people pleaser? Are you a people pleaser? In fact, I did a coaching call with someone just 2 days ago, and she mentioned, I'm a people pleaser. Now, she didn't say it like it was a badge of honor. And she didn't say it like she was embarrassed. She just said, I'm a people pleaser. I've always been a people pleaser. And I was a people pleaser. And what my question to you because I want you to do a full-blown intervention on yourself. I'm doing a full-blown intervention. I'm going to cut off the bad things in my life. So I'm asking you, if you are a people pleaser, why are you giving your needs, or why are you putting your needs on the back burner? Why are you maybe being a doormat? Why are you letting others' needs come before yours in a selfish way? So that could be a broken window that leads up to bigger things in our life that we can't control. It's no fun being an adult and being a doormat, putting others' selfish needs before yours. And I'm not talking about the needs of your kids or your husband or your family. I'm talking about people who absolutely take advantage. So if you're a people pleaser, that could be a little broken window that you need to address before it gets out of control. Are you a yes person? You say yes to so many things. You're on committees, you volunteer, you donate, you do all kinds of things because you've always done them. I've always done them. My whole family were yes people. Well, I'm asking you to think about this. Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. So ask yourself, is being a yes person maybe your little broken window that needs to be fixed? Okay. How about, are you a glass half empty kind of person? Are you a pessimist and you don't know how it started because you've always been a pessimist? Well, I would challenge that thinking and say, being a pessimist is a choice. Being a glass half empty person is being a choice. And when you continue to be that way, it affects majorly your life and other people. And that could be your broken window that needs to be addressed. Are you someone who tends to be the clown in the room, the comedian? Now, please don't misunderstand me. I have friends that I love their sense of humor. I wish I had more of a sense of humor. Laughter really is one of the best medicines out there. But sometimes we can use laughter and comedic traits to cover things that are really going on. Things that we don't want to show other people, hurts, pain, unworthiness, and the list could go on and on. So perhaps that is a broken window that you need to get fixed to live your life to the fullest. Are you passive aggressive? You know, this is something that I never thought I was until about 6 months ago, and I realized you have some passive aggressive traits and you did not even see them. Passive aggressive can absolutely snowball and you don't even know what hit you. I realized that being a passive aggressive person in little areas of my life, not overtly, but in little areas of my life, were broken windows, and they completely almost destroyed some relationships that I had. So check your behavior. Are you passive aggressive? And this list can go on, and I don't want this video to last so long, but are you overweight and unhealthy, but you figured, you know what? I am what I am. I've always been this way. Check that. That's a broken window. You can change that. Are you feeling unworthy? Are you extra shy? Are you more of a dramatic person? Drama finds you. What are you allowing in your life for all of these things? Shyness, depression, overweight, pessimist. What are you going to do about that? Now, here is one that I definitely want to address because this was me. I was raised in a family and I know many of us were, to stay humble. And humility is a wonderful, wonderful thing. It's biblical. Be humble. However, we can take humility to the extreme. I call it uber humility, and we minimize who we are because we don't want to get on a stage and show people. We don't want to show people our gifts and our talents because we want to minimize it because we were taught to stay humble. And that, my friends, is the opposite of what you should do. You can be very humble and use your gifts and talents and share them with people. So if you are doing that and you are remaining super humble so much in the fact that you're minimizing who you are, what you do, what you're good at, then you need to check it, because that is a broken window that needs to be fixed before it gets out of hand and you're a 52-year-old that's not sure what she's good at or what she should tell people she's good at. So there you go. That's my soapbox. So I want you to do a full-blown intervention on yourself. Challenge yourself to understand yourself. Revelation is the first step of growth. So when these things are revealed and you can name them and claim them, that's your first step to growth. So no more, I am who I am. Take it or leave it. Like me or don't like me. That is good to some point. But if it is hiding things that you need to address, then it's not good. So find your voice. Find your gifts and talents. And fix those broken windows that have snuck up in your life without you even realizing that they're letting a draft in. So I want to leave you with this one little quote that I read. I don't even know where I got it from. But it says, "Stop doing the wrong things so the right things have a chance to catch up to you." So fix those broken windows of the wrong things in your life so the good things have a chance to catch up with you. So I end all of my videos like this, and it's from my heart. I hear things, read things, see things all the time that are constantly teaching me. I've been that way for as long as I know, but now as an adult, in the last 2-3 years, I've been able to realize you got to get them out and share them with people. Knowledge is not good if it needs to be shared for the betterment. So I'm always sharing things in the spirit of paying it forward. That's it. Nothing to draw attention to myself. I just want to pay it forward. I don't want people to live their lives not knowing what they're here for. I don't want people to live their lives not being confident, not having self-esteem, not feeling worthy. So I'm paying this broken window theory onto you in the hopes that if you got anything out of this video, you will share it with the next person. Can you imagine what the world will be if we all took the stance of making the world and humanity a better place? So share this video if you got anything out of it. Tag a friend if you want them to watch it. If you want to check out my website, it's lynnschrader.com, and I do videos like this and blogs all the time. I just think it's really important that we are constantly students of us. So do an intervention on yourself and check out the broken windows in your life. Thank you so much for staying on this long and watching it. I so appreciate it. Have a great Thursday, and I will be back another day. Enjoy your coffee. Bye.